Right now, in most households around the world, everybody's dealing with the coronavirus. And my home in LA is no different, especially after the safer at home order issued by our government a few days ago. So since my time outside the house is limited, let's talk about a few of the things that I plan to do to stay busy and sane. Stick around. Fellas, welcome back. It's Robert, your everyday gentleman. So like I said, the mayor of Los Angeles recently issued a safer at home order in an effort to flatten the curve. And it really does make sense. I mean, we should all do our part to help prevent the spread so that we don't overwhelm our medical facilities. And I know there's a few people out there with the mentality that you're not really concerned about contracting the virus because, you consider yourself healthy. But we need to think about those around us that may not be as healthy as we are. Our parents, our grandparents, maybe a friend or another family member that, has an issue or some kind of underlying condition that's gonna make them more susceptible to the virus. We all need to stay safe and do our part to get past this pandemic as quickly as possible. With that being said, I wanna go over some of the things that I'm planning to do to stay busy during my time at home. Now, if you're new to my channel, I wanna thank you for clicking on this video. Again, my name is Robert. Here, I talk about everything to do with men's lifestyle, whether it's fashion, fragrances, grooming, fitness, whiskey, cigars, really anything I feel encompasses being a man in today's age. I invite you to subscribe and engage in the comments down below. And if you're already a subscriber, I want to thank you for your continued support. And with that, let's jump into it. First up on my list is working out. Now, many gyms around the country right now are closed, and it's for good reason. And honestly, even outside of this virus situation, the gym is just a nest of bacteria. However, fitness is a very important part of staying healthy, so it's important that you continue to work out. Now, I do have a gym membership, but quite honestly, I really never use it. Instead, a few years ago, I actually set up a home gym with my wife, and that's really what I've been using for the past couple years. But even if you don't have a home gym, there's a number of things that you can do. First, even if you're in an area that's restricted as far as where we are right now in Los Angeles with the safer at home order, you can still go outside, you can do hikes, you can go for a walk, you can run, you can cycle, so long as you're still following the social distancing recommendations. And inside your home, you can do additional workouts like calisthenics, body weight workouts, and aerobics. And there's a number of great workouts that you can find for free if you just Google or look for it on YouTube. One of my favorites that really works up a sweat is a Spartacus workout. I'll put a link down below to it if you're interested in trying it out. And if you do try it, definitely let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. So no matter what you do, the main thing that you want is to stay active. And it's definitely one of the things that I'm gonna be doing while we're in this current way of life. The second thing I plan to do is organize my wardrobe. Now, even though style may not be top of mind right now given the current situation, it's still a great time to consider organizing and going through your wardrobe. Whether it's cleaning out your closet and drawers, or just making things more organized so things are more visible and accessible. Now is an excellent time to take care of this task. At least once a year, I like to go through my closet and look for those articles that I really don't use much anymore. A good rule of thumb is if you haven't used the article of clothing in the last 12 months, it's probably time to get rid of it. And if you can donate, I highly recommend doing that. Now, I also like to keep my drawers pretty well organized so that things are easily accessible to me. I have my socks and underwear, t-shirts, gym clothes, etc. in my dresser, and as you can see, I like to keep things relatively neat and organized. But you can probably tell it still needs some cleaning out, which is why it's on my to-do list during this quarantine. Next up is home improvement projects. Now, I have a number of things on my honey-do list, as well as some projects that I've been wanting to work on. And one of those projects at the top of my list is painting. Now, you can see that I recently did that in my background, and that's carrying on to the rest of the house. And that's also carrying into my garage being a bit of a mess right now, which is another project for me to do, but at least I can still get my workouts in. One thing that's always certain, it's that there's never a shortage of things to do around the house. The next thing I want to start doing is working on my skills in regards to video, photography, and editing. Now, I have a little over a year, working on this YouTube channel and filming videos, and I have seen much improvement over that time, but there's still a huge amount of room for improvement. So I'm going to take advantage of this time and learn a little bit more in regards to video and editing so that I can take my channel and my videos to the next level. There's also online classes that are available, so it's time for me to start taking advantage of that and start really improving my skills. And hopefully you can see the results of that in the weeks ahead. Now lastly, and most importantly, spending time with loved ones. Now, although I'm limiting my time sitting in close contact with my family, I still want to sit and talk with them as much as I can. Now, with those in my home, my wife and my kids, we're going to take this time to put our phones away, put other distractions away, and spend time playing board games, watching movies together, cooking, or maybe just sitting down and just talking. And with those outside my home, it's going to be more frequent calls and video calls whenever possible. Nowadays, it's so easy to get caught up in the rush of everyday life and lose touch with those that are most important in your life. So use this time to reconnect with friends and family. And luckily, we live in an age where we can use technology, take advantage of technology to stay connected without taking any unnecessary risks. Now, of course, there's a number of other things that you can do while you're following the recommendations of social distancing. Now, it is unknown exactly how long this is going to last. However, I am optimistic that we'll be getting through this soon. But just like everything else in life, this current situation comes down to perspective. You can look at the situation and look at the negative and see what are those things that you're restricted from doing, or you can look at the positive and see what this situation is helping you to do. And that's definitely the perspective that I want to take. But I want to hear from all of you. Let me know what things you have lined up if you're in quarantine. Also, let me know what other kinds of videos or any ideas you have for future videos during this quarantine. I do have a few things lined up, but I'm always interested in hearing from you to see what it is that you would like to see. I also want to take this time just to give a quick thank you for supporting me and my channel. Whether you're already a subscriber or if you just happen to click on this video and you're new to my channel, which by the way, definitely click that subscribe. I just appreciate you taking the time to watch. Also, please make sure you're doing whatever you can to stay safe during these unprecedented times in the world. I know that together we'll get through this. Thanks again for watching, and remember, being a gentleman is an everyday thing. See you soon, fellas.
We bop and hippity hop, I'm as happy as I can be.